Do you find yourself going to the fridge like every 5 minutes, thinking something new is going to magically appear out of pure boredom? This is really common, especially if you work from home or maybe you're running after kids all day. It's just something to pass the time when things feel a bit monotonous. And a lot of people think it's about willpower or discipline or it's because you're lazy, but it's not. It's actually your body and your emotions trying to tell you something. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to stop eating when you're feeling bored, how to feel satisfied, and how to regain a sense of control. But first, it's important to understand why you eat when you're bored, because it's different for everyone. There are two main reasons why we reach for food when we're bored. One, it's either that your body is not fully nourished or it's just an emotional habit. If your meals aren't keeping you full, cravings naturally show up. And many of us have learned to soothe discomfort, stress, and boredom with food. We were never taught to sit with uncomfortable feelings, and so we feel like we need to fix the problem now. And a lot of the time, the fix is food. And most of the time it happens automatically. We don't even realize what's going on physiologically. But the good news is both of these can be changed. Okay, so step number one is to make sure that your body is fully nourished, because as I mentioned before, when your body is nourished, your cravings naturally drop. And there are three things we want to focus on. The first one is to start your day with a high protein breakfast. Studies show that meals high in protein reduce hunger hormones and increase fullness hormones, and this automatically leads to fewer cravings throughout the day. Protein keeps you full for hours and stabilizes blood sugar. Some examples include a veggie omelette with avocado or feta, a smoothie with plant-based protein, spinach and chia seeds, and Greek yogurt with nuts, seeds and berries. What you want to avoid is things like oats on their own without some form of protein or fat, and sugary cereals, because this leads to blood sugar spikes and you're guaranteed cravings. Secondly, include protein, fiber, or healthy fats in every meal. This reduces the urge to mindlessly snack. Some examples include, let's say for lunch, you'll have quinoa salad with chickpeas, avocado, roasted veggies, and a nice olive oil dressing. As a snack, you can have apple with almond butter. And for dinner, you can have a chicken stir fry with vegetables and sesame seeds. So basically, instead of toast with jam, have toast with avocado. And instead of white bread with processed meats, have rice sourdough bread with an omelette. And I'm curious, when you're bored, what snacks do you normally go for? Is it sweet or salty? Let me know in the comments, because this can tell me a lot about what your body needs. And by the way, if you're new here, I'm Jill and I help busy women simplify nutrition and enjoy food again without the guilt. If this sounds like you, hit subscribe because I post every Thursday. And thirdly, limit ultra-processed food. Now, I know you know this, right? But it's not only because the ultra-processed foods aren't good for us. Research shows that ultra-processed foods can increase calorie intake by up to 500 calories per day, mainly because they're designed to override our fullness cues. Having said that, don't beat yourself up if you do eat them. Enjoy it, savor it. They're completely fine now and again. And for those moments when life gets hectic and you're grabbing snacks on the go, I've created a free PDF with 25 simple snacks that help to reduce cravings, especially for busy women. And you can find it in the comment section below. Now, if your boredom eating is purely emotional, before running to the fridge and grabbing another snack, just pause for a second and ask yourself, am I actually hungry here? Or am I bored, frustrated, stressed? And start to tune into your body. It's very normal to distract yourself with food. It's a very natural coping mechanism, but then it leads to unwanted symptoms like fatigue, bloatedness, frustration. So that's what we want to try to avoid. The good thing is, thanks to neuroplasticity, we can actually rewire our brains to start to choose differently through repetition. So let's use a simple example here. Let's say you're working from home and you get the urge to go to the fridge, and you sit there and you realize, no, I'm actually a bit frustrated right now and I want a distraction because I can't figure out this task I was given. So start to choose differently. Say, okay, let me go outside for a quick walk around the block, clear my head. Or let me call a colleague and see if they can help me out with this. Or let me just get out for a bit of fresh air. This automatically breaks the thought of food. And when you do this repeatedly, your brain learns a new pattern and the urge becomes less automatic over time. If stress is your trigger, self-regulation is really important. And this is not something, unfortunately, that we were taught. So we need to teach it to ourselves. And a couple of things you can do is, firstly, deep belly breathing, okay? And this isn't just breathing like this from your chest. It's actually breathing deep from your belly. So when you breathe, your chest is not meant to rise. You just feel your belly expanding and contracting very, very slowly. And this actually triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest, and it calms you down and lowers cortisol, which in turn makes you reach less for food. Do, let's say, 5 deep belly breaths, and you should start to feel your body calm down and the urge starts to dissipate. Another one is journaling, right? Just dump everything on the paper, swear, scream. And once you do that, your brain can start to think logically because you've got all the clutter out of the way. I find this tool magical. Or you can do a 5-minute or 10-minute meditation, and this actually breaks the cycle. Now, this is specifically for moms, right? If you're a mom and you've got maybe toddlers or kids running around all the time and they're constantly grazing at their food, I know how tempting it can be to constantly finish off their leftovers. I am guilty of this. So a quick tip for you is just to keep a little lunchbox, and whatever they don't finish, just put it in this lunchbox. And then when they're hungry, they can go to it, or when you're hungry, you can go to it. And if no one eats it by the end of the day, just toss it. And the reason for this is because if you're constantly grazing, your digestive system is never having a break. And then you start to feel a bit more fatigued, bloated, sluggish, and that's not what you need when you're running after kids all day. So the key is nourishment first and then mindfulness. And if you want to dive deeper into emotional eating, I've got a video on this and a couple of tips that can help you to overcome it. And you should find it on the screen. So this is it from me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, because it really helps my channel and it will help me to help more busy women feel nourished. And I'll see you next Thursday.